Hello everyone, my name is Sadarangani and I am here today to do a tarot reading for you for the month of July in the astrological sign of Cancer. I personally am not a Cancer, I am a Scorpio, but I do get along very well with Cancers and have a couple in my life that I love dearly, so more than a couple actually. We are both water signs, and water signs are, in my opinion, the best, but that's because I'm biased. I'm a water sign. So I'm gonna cleanse my cards. I am using a tarot deck today. I do know Marianne likes to use maybe a couple different decks, but I'm just gonna use the one. I hope that's okay. I am a professional tarot reader. I've been a professional tarot reader for over 40 years. No, not professional, just reading over 40 years. Professional for about 20, maybe 25. And I love tarot, and that's how I met Marion, actually. It was at the UK Tarot Conference. So I'm going to cleanse my cards. This is what I do before I do a reading. I always cleanse my cards. I am using Morningstar incense. If you want to see the box, there it is. I love it. It's cedarwood. I love it because I love the color green. I love the smell of cedarwood. Bless you, Jason. I love Morningstar because it's a very pure incense and it doesn't bother me. I get very bothered, like, you know, when you walk through the airport and you're walking through the customs area with all the alcohol and the perfumes. The area always really bothers my nose because perfumes and colognes and stuff like that, a lot of them give me headaches and bother me. This Morningstar incense does not. I have a lot of different scents. My cedarwood's my favorite, then maybe sandalwood and patchouli, but I have a bunch of different scents. So I like to cleanse my cards, and I wrap the smoke around them like this in a circle. And I like to say, I cleanse my cards with the element of air because smoke is air, and that's my process. I feel like if I don't cleanse them before each use, and sometimes after, that they kind of get, for a lack of a better term, I guess, wonky is what I like, the term I like to use. They get a little bit weird. They need a refresh, a reset, if you will, like a lot of us do from time to time. Okay, so cards are cleansed. July for the sign of Cancer. Okay. I like to count cards that have flipped over. King of Pentacles flipped over here. So, masculine energy, good foundation, strong. I'm getting strong. This could be a person in your life that's very important, or someone new that comes in. Okay, I'm going to use a modifier. Maybe it's someone that you need rest from. This is King of Pentacles and Four of Swords. Four of Swords is the card of inaction, no action really. That you need a break. You need to take a break. You need a rest. Maybe a little R&R would do some good here. Yes, Judgment. So a decision has been made, but you're still thinking about it. That's what I feel for the month of July. A decision's been made, but there's still no action, no doing anything yet, just a pause. Okay. Five of Swords. This card is telling me that this is exhausting for you. I feel like there's a person in your life that is possibly holding you back. That's what I'm getting. Holding back. Holding you back from your true potential, which is new beginnings. Ace of Pentacles. New career. New way of making money, bringing more income into the house. I see new money coming on the horizon. So the month of July, focus on you and thinking things through and making sure that nothing is holding you back and that you start anew, prosperity-wise, financially secure, financially strong into July. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, I'm going to lay out a couple more cards. Success. Victory. She's glowing gold. And that's what you'll be doing. Glowing gold. So I think this is about putting up boundaries for yourself, making space for you instead of focusing on others, feeling like you're turning a new corner, that there's light at the end of that long tunnel, that you've processed what you've needed to, and you've been able to move on. We are in Pluto retrograde right now. I just want to mention that because this is an astrological reading, right, about Cancer. And Cancers are typically very shy, they're homebodies, right? They're into the home. They'd rather be at home than anywhere else, usually. And, you know, my son's a Cancer. My ex, his father, is a Cancer. So I'm very familiar with Cancers. And they do love the comforts of home. Pluto is all about going within. So it enhances that aspect of Cancer that's very inward, that's very hermit, that is very introspective. And so I'm feeling like the Pluto retrograde, you need to lean into that. You need to lean into going within more and looking at things and remembering to love yourself and put you first, because you're important, you're special, and it's important to love yourself in order to move in a better way in your life. Lean into the Pluto retrograde. It will definitely enhance, yes, it will definitely enhance what's happening in July. The Wish card. 9 of Cups. Everything that you could want or wish for. 9 of Cups says, wish granted. It's happening. So that's good. You know, it's funny, in the beginning of the reading, I did see that there were some things that need to be processed, right? But once I think you stand up for yourself and you put you first and you really contemplate and think about things, things really start working a lot in your favor. Success, you know, finances are strong, increase in income, and wishes fulfilled. So you can't really ask for much more than that. Oh, it's been manifested. So Knight of Swords, and this is somebody that doesn't hold back how they feel. They speak it. They tell it. And the High Priestess. The High Priestess manifesting, standing strong in your power, embracing that power, knowing and feeling that power that you have. Cancer is water. Water feels a lot. Water is very psychic. Those are the more psychic, I think, of the water signs. They're flowy, they're intuitive, they feel deeply, very empathic usually. So I feel as though, the High Priestess is kind of, yes, we're doing it, we're manifesting it, we're making it happen. We're standing our ground, we're strong in our power. We know who we are. We know where we've been. And we know what we're going to accomplish. That's the High Priestess. Okay. Got a little bit of a zinger, but it's muffled by the next card. So don't let, and I've learned a lot of lessons with the Ten of Swords, by the way. The Ten of Swords is a big lesson card. Don't let the lessons in life or the things that trigger you affect who you are, okay? There will be setbacks and disappointments along the way. But remember that you have the power to turn it around, okay? So I laid out a modifier card on top of the Ten of Swords because intuitively that's what I felt. And the Two of Wands is really powerful. Look at this card. He's making things happen with the wands. He's doing it himself. He has the power himself. You have the power to change. And wands in my deck are air, and they are creative change. They are you waving the wands and making the dragons dance in the air. It's you that controls that, right? It's a very powerful card. Two of Wands is about also relationships, because it's a number 2, and changing them for the better, or wanting to improve on your relationships in general, with other people, with yourself, with family members, with loved ones, romantic partners. Two of Wands is a card of I'm going to learn from this disappointment, and I'm going to make things better in the future. I'm going to be someone who is more communicative and gives more of an effort into forming and caring for and sustaining all my relationships. Because we're adults. We should be adults, and we should act accordingly. But sometimes, especially in today's world, that doesn't always happen. But overall, this is a good reading. I really feel like Cancer has a lot going for it. And there is going to be better days ahead. Six of Swords. Very powerful card. Maybe there's a getaway, a trip coming up to somewhere you've always wanted to go that will heal your soul. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Marion. And happy solstice.